Check, 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 check. What up, what up? Are we live? What up, what up? Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? What is going on? It's your Jay, and it is Thursday night, and we are live. That's right. Welcome to the JSpotNetwork. This is JSpot Live, where we talk women's hoops. This week, we are covering week 9 of the WNBA. And actually, before we jump into it, I totally forgot to do some things. So hold on one second while I do that, because I totally forgot that. I've been it's All-Star weekend. I got the stud buds right here on my phone. I got the orange carpet right here on my TV. So I'm doing all things and streaming at the same time. So I understand people might be trickling in sooner or later or whatever, or if not, that's all good too. Y'all can be a part of the replay game, but the show must go on. Right now I'm seeing Ryan Howard on the screen. I'm seeing Stud Buds is with Sid and TP on the orange carpet. I'm awaiting. Oh, there go KP. I'm awaiting to see what Asia and Angel are gonna have on, because you know those are my faves, and I love to see what they have on. But yeah, I'm trying to fix a couple of things real fast, real quick. I should have did this before I started, and I totally forgot because I was too busy to watch Stud Buds. So let me fix a couple of things, and then we'll get started. Man, I can't believe I forgot to do this. What else do I put on here? I can't believe my freaking, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but my my fire what do you call those, smoke detectors, one of them is beeping in the other room. I can't believe that it just started as soon as I started this video. All right. Almost ready, y'all. So sorry. Let me trending. What else do I put on here? Okay, that's gonna be good enough. So I can get the people in here. Good. Automatic. Save that. All right, here we go. All right, we back. What up, y'all? Welcome to the show. Who was that? Who we got? Chicago Sky. That was Angel. I missed Angel. What she got on? I done missed Angel. She had on some leopard, looks like a cheetah. She's gonna be going to Terry next. I totally missed her. Looks like she has on a full length like leopard jacket or cheetah print or whatever you want to call it. But welcome to the show, y'all. All right, y'all. We're going to get into it. This is going to be, how can I watch the Stud Buds and look at my scores at the same time? Let's see, I can do this. Let's go ahead and get to our scores for last week. Again, y'all, I do Friday through Thursday because that's when they started the season, and I just went with it. What's up, Groovy? Thank you in here. I appreciate you. with all that's going on. I appreciate. Oh, there's Asia. Okay, so Angel and Asia went back to back, and I missed both of them. I can't really see them, but I think they're going to show up on the orange carpet. It's going to be very chaotic tonight, y'all, because like I said, I got stud buds on the phone because they're behind us. They're streaming at All Star. I got YouTube up because the orange carpet is playing there. So we got a lot going on. I wonder I get if I put it in a corner. If I stream, probably not. They'll probably copyright me. Yeah, I don't know if they will or won't. I don't want to try it. I was thinking if I connect the orange carpet and just put it in the corner of while I'm streaming, maybe we can all see it, but I don't want to. I don't know if they'll let me do that, so I'm not even going to try to do that. But let's look at the from last week. First game was Friday, July 11th. We had Atlanta take Indiana. Indiana won 99-82. Oh, hold on. We got Asia. Asia is on the stud buds right now. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. Hold on. We are live watching stud buds.
No, hold on. Tell the street what you got on first. The stream right here. You look good. Thank you. Fine, shit. All right, man. We gonna let you go. All right, have a good night.
It won't.
Oh, he's back again.
It won't zoom in. Sorry, we had Asia. Oh, there's Angel.
Tell the people what you got on. Let's get on. Tell the people what you got on.
There's Ryan Howard and Angel's right there behind Courtney with the little top knot. We all watching stud buds right now. If it'll focus, I don't think it will though.
Good. Let me take my glasses on. Oh, God.
Exclusive stud bud content. I'm just waiting on Asia. I mean Angel, because I already missed Asia. Oh, they turning the camera from her.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Jordan and I'm gonna together. All right, so we gonna hit your line. We gonna go wherever you going to Nike. All right, so we going where you going? All right, say less. We gonna
I'm trying to see if they'll get Angel, since she's right behind them.
love you later, twin. Peace. Come on, T. Let's keep making our way through.
Oh, they just walked right past Angel. What?
What up? What up?
I didn't see her. Oh, now I could turn the stream down because I ain't even see her. All right. Sorry. I got distracted because I saw Asia. All right. So Friday's game, I said Indiana took on Atlanta. Indiana did win 99-82. I just lost my place. Some of the top performers from Atlanta, we had Jordan Canada hit a 30-piece, 30 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal. We had Ryan Howard with 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Brittany Griner, BG, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist. On to Indiana. Indiana was led by Kelsey Mitchell with 20 points. 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 block. Aaliyah Boston, 19 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal. And Caitlin had 12 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists in their win against Atlanta. Second game was Seattle versus Connecticut. Connecticut was hanging with Seattle for a minute, but then, Seattle took over, ended up winning the game. They won 79-65. Some of the top performers for Connecticut was Tina Charles with 20 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Sanaya Rivers, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. And Olivia Nelson-Adota, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. On to Seattle. Seattle was led by Gabby Williams. Gabby had 18 points, 2 rebounds. Nneka had 16 points, 4 rebounds. Ezzy had 14 points, 4 rebounds. Skylar Diggins had 14 points, 5 rebounds in their win against Connecticut. Then we go on to Saturday. This was a joyous day for me. This was a joyous day for me as a Chicago Sky fan because we've been struggling and we're still struggling. But we took on Minnesota Lynx the second time in like 3 games. But we won 87-81. Some of the top performers from Minnesota was Nafisa Collier with 26 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. The girl was efficient from the floor, 50%. Kayla McBride had 17 points, 1 assist, 3 steals. And Courtney Williams had 13 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. But we had a nice little group of people that came together for my Chicago Sky, and we ended up taking out Minnesota Lynx. So Ariel Atkins led 27 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block. The Barbie Angel Reese, 19 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Camilla. Okay, let me see if they're going to talk to Asia. Hold on. Angel. They're talking to Sabrina right now. Camilla had 17 points, 15 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. She usually plays pretty well against Minnesota. And then we had Big Mama Rachel Banham, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. What's going on, Jonathan? In the win against Minnesota. Then we had the Valks taking on my Aces. It was a Scaces day. We had Chicago playing. We had the Aces playing. That was the only 2 teams playing. Aces won 104-102. This was an exciting game. The Valks are on the up and up. So they're kind of like the team that it's a surprise team, I think, this season, but they're fun to watch. Their home crowd is crazy. It just seems like a playoff atmosphere every single time. But they fell short to Vegas. So some of the top performers for Golden State, you had Saluan. How do you say her name? Saluan. Yeah, Saluan had 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. I think I remember watching that game. She was shooting. She gave us a good 3 when we needed it. They needed it. Tip Hayes had 16 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Timmy had 13 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. And Victoria Burton, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Kayla Thornton, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. But that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough to hold down my Las Vegas Aces. Asia came back after straining or spraining that wrist and gave us 34 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 75% from the field, and gave us a 3 on a sprained wrist. Come on, that's not a shooting wrist, but still. Injured and all, came back in the game, killed it. Jackie gave us a 30-piece as well, 30 points, 3 rebounds. I think they're going to try to talk to Angel. Hold on. Oh, I missed it. Okay, so real quick. So if y'all remember when we played Minnesota, the guy that was talking noise to Angel at the game, if y'all watched it, there was a guy on sideline talking noise to Angel. She was talking back to him, pointing him out to the refs. Hold on, what? I'm mad I missed it. And so we find out watching the Stud Buzz that is Natisha Heidemann's manager. And so they said he apologized after the game, but apparently, I don't know what just happened right now, but I think they either tried to talk to Angel or said something to Angel. I think they tried to say something to Angel, and I don't want to say she them off. But Angel might have said something about him. I wish I would have got it. I wish I would have got it. I'm trying to tell you right now. Oh man. I gotta look at the chat. Hold on. Hold on. We in real time trying to get I'm trying to get this information. She must have saw the dude and then she was like, I ain't messing with that. Interesting. I missed it. Okay. This is in real time. This is crazy. I'm sorry. Jewel Lloyd had 15 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Um, and she gave us 3 threes to end up taking over the game and beating Golden State. Are they still trying to talk to Angel? Now they're talking to Natasha Cloud. I want to know what happened. I know somebody saw it. They'll talk about it on the timeline. But apparently, Angel wasn't having it. She don't forget. Y'all. Not the stud buzz, but if your people being disrespectful, that ain't cool. And don't try to talk to her later about it. So I don't think she messing with the crew. I don't know what she said to to the stud buds because her and Courtney real cool, but I don't think she get down with the management that's around them because he was one of the ones that was heckling her during the game. Now they're talking. They're still trying to talk to Asia. That's crazy. Okay, moving on to the next game. That was Saturday. We had a Scaces Day, and then we have 4 games that came on Sunday. We had Dallas taking on Indiana. Indiana rocked Dallas 102-83. Some of the top scorers of Dallas was, of course, Paige Beckers, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Lee Yuru, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. She's been balling since she's been in Dallas. She's always been a good player. I think she got a little buried in Seattle, which, we understand, we get. And that's probably why her people were like, you need to get a trade because we want you playing. If you're not going to be over here playing with us, you need to be playing over there. So they made it happen, and she's been balling for them. JJ Quinterly, 13 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. But Indiana, again, Kelsey Mitchell is carrying the team. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Natasha Howard, 18 points, 2 rebounds. Aaliyah Boston, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And Caitlin Clark, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 13 assists. Got her double-double, 5 steals, and 1 block on the night. Then we have Atlanta taking on New York. That was a close game. Atlanta could have won that. What's going on, Miss D? Shout out to Jonathan. Shout out to Miss D. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. It's a lot going on right now. I'm very chaotic on this edition of J Live because I'm watching the stud buds and I'm watching the orange carpet. So it's a lot happening. But Atlanta took on New York Liberty, and New York did beat them 79-72. Like I said, it was a pretty close game until New York pulled away in the fourth quarter. They were led by Phoebish, 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Stewie had 18 points and 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. I'm still pausing because they're standing right next to Angel, and I really want to see if I can get a sound bite if they said anything or say anything else to her. No, she's walking away. I'm mad I missed that. I'm mad I missed that interaction. That was on New York. That's all it took for New York. Meanwhile, on Atlanta, Alicia Gray had 16 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Caldwell had 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Jordan Canada, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. BG, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. Was not enough to take over New York. New York still ended up winning. Miss D says, you good. It's a lot of player movement in an all-star game. Yeah, it is. We're gonna talk about that too. I got that in my news around the dub coming up after this segment. The next game we had Connecticut taking on the Sparks, and the Sparks did beat Connecticut 88-90. It was a close game until now she's here. Hold on. We gotta take a pause. She came to go say hi. Okay. I'm glad she did that. Courtney been calling everybody fine the whole night, every time she sees somebody. But if y'all just joining, the whole situation was, I don't know if y'all know, I'll say this again. I don't know if y'all know, but the game where they played Minnesota and that guy was heckling Angel, that is Natisha Heidemann's manager. They had their people with them. And so Angel ain't effing with him, right? And I guess when they first went up to her, maybe she remembers or she saw, I don't know, but she wasn't having it. But she ended up back, and after she got done with her interview, she came back and talked, put her arms around them, because it's not about them. She ain't mad about them or nothing like that. She just thought that dude was disrespectful. Okay, we see Marina. Marina has joined. She's now with the Stud Buds. She's on the red carpet. Where's her homie at? She got to be there somewhere, right? Don't you think? Are we gonna get a Serena sighting at the All-Star game? They should have kicked him out of the arena, but I guess since he's management, I don't know. I guess he was able to get away with it. I think it depends on what they say if they get kicked out, because if y'all also know, the last game that Connecticut played against Indiana, there was somebody there heckling Sanaya, and he got kicked out. So I don't know what was said, or what was the reason why he got kicked out, and the guy that was harassing Angel didn't, but they didn't kick him out. So on to the Connecticut Sparks game. So for the Connecticut team, Bria Hartley was the leading scorer, 25 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, 1 steal. Sanaya Rivers, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, 1 block. JC Sheldon came in with 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And for the Sparks, we had Kelsey Plum leading, 23 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 2 steals. Azare has been jamming, 21 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 5 threes. Are you for real, girl? Are you serious? De'Erica, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. She also she was jamming that game too. They had it was a good little back and forth until like the end of the fourth quarter. And then the last game was Seattle versus Washington, and Washington ended up beating Seattle 74-69. Some of the top performers for Seattle, Ezzy had 19 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Nneka had 16 points, 6 rebounds. Skylar had 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. For Washington, it was Slim. Brittany Sykes, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block. Sony Citron, 17 points, 1 rebound. How many threes did she give us? Only 1 3. Okay. Kiki came in, 10 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double, 1 assist, 1 steal. And that's all they needed with some help from the others. Ended up beating Seattle. Then we go to Monday. Monday was another Chicago game. This time we are taking on Minnesota again. They won't go away. Again, we're taking on Minnesota. This time we don't do it. We were with them the whole time. We were actually beating them. The last game, the previous game, we were actually leading them the entire game. They never had the lead. This time we started off with a decent lead, and they just kept chipping away until they got the lead. And then we started making stupid mistakes, turning over the ball, not doing what we needed to do. And they got us 91-78. Some of the top performers were for Chicago. Angel led us with 22 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. She shot 64.3%. The girl, what's a bad field goal percentage? Because she ain't seen one. 64.3%. She ain't seen one since May. Rachel Banham had 15 points, 2 rebounds. Oh, there's Serena. Hold on. We got a Serena sighting. What y'all think? Y'all think good friends, or they didn't troll themselves into being in a relationship? What y'all think about Serena? Complimenting each other too. Why is my phone like that? Cricket. What y'all think? Oh, there's Angel. Hold on. I gotta turn Angel up. Oh, my speaker's off. We got Serena on the stud buds. We got Angel on the orange carpet. Woo, it's a lot happening, y'all. If Angel or Asia come on the screen, I gotta stop and hear what they have to say. But like I said, Angel Reese, 22 points, 10 rebounds. Rachel Banham, 15 points, 2 rebounds. Nobody else was in double digits. Could not take over Minnesota. Collier, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 4 3-pointers. Courtney Williams had a chip on her shoulder. She was mad because they were trolling her on the internet. 18 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. 2 threes. You got Kayla McBride, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. And then you had Bridget Carlton, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, no steals, but she did have a block. Oh, they're up next to Kiki. So now they have Angel and Kiki. Oh, look. Angel don't even know what's going on. That's funny. Yeah, Serena is on the stud buds. They made an appearance. And then Golden State Valkyries take on Phoenix. Phoenix did win 78-7. I believe, if I remember this game, they won on a free throw, which is crazy. I hate it, but it's crazy. Victoria Burton led the Golden State Valkyries, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Tip Hayes, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Salawan, if I say that right, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. And then for Phoenix, you had AT with 17 points, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 blocks. Catherine Westbelt, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And that was it. That's all they needed with help from, DeWanna Bonner, why don't we have her up there? DeWanna Bonner came in off the bench scoring 22, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 threes. Look, Bonner feels like she's at home. Angel's talking about the rookies. She's giving her some words of advice. That's so cute. That's so cute. I'm gonna have to rewind that. And then on Tuesday we had Indiana take on UConn, take on Connecticut. Indiana did win 85-77. That was the game where that guy got kicked out for harassing Sanaya Rivers. For Connecticut, you had Tina Charles with 21 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. You had Bria Hartley with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. That was it in the double digits for Indiana. You had, why are we doing this? Indiana, we had Kelsey Mitchell, 20 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Natasha Howard, 18 points, 13 rebounds, 1 steal. You had Caitlin Clark, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Aaliyah Boston, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. And Sophie Cunningham with 11 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals. On to Washington. Washington took on the Sparks. Sparks won 99-80. And Washington was led by Shakira Austin, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. Suge Sutton, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. And Aaliyah Edwards came off the bench with 13 points, 3 rebounds. Okay, Kelsey Mitchell looking much better this year than she did last year. I just want to say that. The outfit that she wore last year, crazy. This time it was nice. She looks nice. And you got Sabrina with, what is that, a Nike brooch that she got on her suit? That was it for Washington. If we go on to the Sparks had a game. I don't know if y'all watched this game. The Sparks had a game. De'Erica hitting stuff like crazy. Rakia hitting stuff like crazy. Kelsey Plum hitting stuff like crazy. We already know about Azare. Hamby had 26 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. She had 2 threes. She shot 52% from the field. Rakia Jackson, 22 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. 69% from the field. Kelsey Plum, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 53% from the field. Azare, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 62% from the field. Like, totally efficient shooting from their starters, and that's what won them the game. Then you go on Wednesday's game. Those were the last games of the week. I don't even know if I want to talk about this, but woo, Jesus. So Angel decided to sit out because she was having some leg issues. The very first game that they played against Minnesota, they were going for a rebound. Someone on Minnesota's team fell down on Angel's leg, the back of her leg as she was falling down, and she kind of looks like she tweaked her knee or her ankle somewhere on her leg. I thought she would sit out the next couple of games because they were playing Dallas and I can't remember the other team before they were going to be playing Minnesota again. She didn't sit out. She ended up playing those games and she played Minnesota. And so I guess it was aggravated. She decided out against this Atlanta game. Whew, we found out that Ariel Atkins in the game before also had some kind of leg injury. It was a non-contact leg injury during Minnesota that we don't know what happened. We still don't have any word of what's going on. Hey, Jeremy. So both of them were out. Camilla didn't have the best game the game before. And so it's kind of was on her and everybody else that had to, and I don't think I've seen worse play from Chicago. I'm just going to be honest. It was brutal. It was kind of brutal to watch. And it was, I don't even know if I want to give. Nobody in Chicago had double digits. The leading scorers were tied. Nope. The leading scorer was Rebecca Allen, was Beck. with 9 points. And then you had E. Will and Camilla tied for points. That was it. Only thing in double digits was Camilla with 11 rebounds. Our team shot. This is what got me. I'm going to go in just a little bit because this is my team and I can say it. My team shot, where's the field goal percentage at? We shot like 22%. I can't find it right now. 22%. We scored 10 points in the first quarter, 13 points in the other 3 quarters. 13 in the second, 13 in the third, and 13 in the fourth. And we thought we were going to beat Atlanta, who scored 23-10 in the first quarter and 33-13 in the third quarter. It was pretty bad. Good thing I was at work and I couldn't watch the whole game, but it was pretty bad. On the Atlanta side, we had Griner BG with 50. Oh, there's Asia. Where's Bam? She didn't bring Bam with her. Brittany had 15 points, 5 rebounds. Bree Jones, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Alicia Gray, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. They didn't have Ryan Howard this game. Pow had 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And Naz Hillman had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. They ate us up. They completely ate us up. And I have words. I just feel bad that, I don't know. I'm just happy we got a break and hopefully we can come back next game and be better. It's like we lose people and we act like we don't know how to play basketball. It's crazy. Like, I understand Angel and Ariel are the top 2 scorers, 1, 2, Camilla's third. But wait, what? Hold on. I saw that too. What'd you say? At the manager of Tisha. Wait, what happened? What are we seeing? What I missed? Tell me what I missed. But anyway, Chicago, horrible. Hopefully, when we play again on Tuesday, which we have to play Minnesota again, but thank goodness that's the last time we can actually, play better. The next game we had Minnesota. We had Minnesota versus Phoenix. Minnesota did win 79-66. We had some of the top performers from Minnesota. Kayla McBride, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Courtney Williams, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Alana Smith, 11 points, 5 assists. 5 assists. Kayla McBride, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Courtney Williams, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Alana Smith, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Fee had 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, but no assists, but also 1 block. That was it for Minnesota. On Phoenix, we had AT with 12 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. Bonner came in second, 11 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal. And Kalani Brown had 11 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. That was it for Phoenix. Then we had Seattle taking on Golden State. Golden State Valkyries, 67-58. Seattle wins. Golden State Valkyries had Saluan with 10 points, 4 rebounds. And Zandalasini, I said that, cool. 12 points, rebounds. That was it in double figures for that team. Then you go to Seattle. We had NECA had 22, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Erica Wheeler, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Skylar had 10 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists. That was it for that. That's all they needed to take out the Golden State Valks. Then you had New York taking on Indiana. I was at work, did not see these games. Probably wasn't going to watch. New York did win 98-77. Indiana, Kelsey Mitchell again, leading scorer, 16 points, 2 rebounds. Sophie, 12 points, 4 rebounds. Ari McDonald, 10 points, 1 rebound. And Dantes, 11 points, 5 rebounds. They just got her active again. New York Liberty, Stewie went off 24 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 4 blocks, 66% from the field. Sabrina said, let me get some 15 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists. She gave us 3 threes. Natasha Cloud, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Phoebish, 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And Johannes, 12 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 2 steals to take down Indiana. The final game last night, Las Vegas Aces against Dallas Wings, and Aces won 90-86. Dallas was hanging with Aces in the beginning. I was about to say, okay, is this about to be one of those games where we're just not going to perform? Nope. Asia said, hold on, I'm back, but before we get there, let's talk about Dallas. Dallas was led by Paige Beckers. Paige had 20 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. JJ, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals. Geisa Solder, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals, 1 block. Lee Yaru, 10.8 rebounds, 3 assists. And Haley Jones, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. They were trying to give it to us, but Asia said, hold on a second. I know you thought my wrist was messed up. I gave you a 30-piece last game. I gave you a 30-piece last game. I'm going to give you another piece this game. 37 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 60% from the field. Joy Lloyd, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. And then Aaliyah Nye off the bench, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block. She gave us 3 threes. The bench help that we needed. And we won the game. So shout out to Asia. Asia has come back with a fire lit. She's had 2 great games back to 2 30 pieces back to back. I hope she can continue this streak. She is that girl. I think people were kind of trying to fall off from her, thinking that she ain't the person that she is. This is Asia MF Wilson. This is the best player in the world, and sometimes they don't have the best games, but they always come back. So shout out to Asia for putting the people on notice. Let me see. Miss D said, I meant to say that they kicked out the Fever fan and they should have kicked out Tish's manager. Yeah. Miss D says that Asia's dress is pretty. Yeah, Asia's dress is real pretty. Jeremy says, I'm so happy we avenged a loss against Mercury in the Sky this week. We got to get ready for a strong second half, even a stronger playoff run. Oh, you're a Lynx fan, right? Marcus JTV, what's going on? Bam, probably in the cut somewhere chilling. His fit that Asia had on. Oh, his fit that Asia had days back. What do you mean? What fit? Look at Paige. What does Paige got on? Paige look cute. That looked like that fit her, that little outfit. Jeremy says, why is it so hard for Sky to feed Miller? I guess they didn't watch her whole tape from South Carolina. Undefeated season for them not to make her an option. I didn't see the game because I was at work. If you're talking about the one about where they lost real bad, she didn't have a good shooting night. If I'm not mistaken, I know she missed her first 3 or 4 shots. It's very unlike her though to miss those shots. I'm not really sure what's going on. But she was 27% from the field. She was 3 for 11. Usually only gets about 9 to 12 shots in a game, if that. It's usually super, super efficient. It just wasn't her game this game, and she wasn't, she didn't have a great game last game. So I think it's just her going through, the little shooters issues you may have, but she'll bounce back. She'll be okay. So I don't know. I mean, Chicago has always had an issue trying to feed their bigs. And so, it is what it is, but shout out to Camilla. I know she's going to bounce back, and there's a lot of people coming at her saying it's just criticism and they should be able to criticize her, and they should be, but a lot of it is not rooted in real criticism. A lot of it is just a get back to be like, how are you the number 3 pick? And you're performing like that. So I don't like that narrative. I don't like that energy coming at her, because I don't hear it about her. I don't hear that about Aaliyah Edwards. I don't hear that about JC Sheldon. I don't hear any other pick, but every time Camilla has a bad game, I always hear about her being the 3rd pick and how she's performing. So to me, I don't feed into that. Sometimes it gets me upset, but I just let it go because people are going to say what they're going to say and nothing we can do about it. But Jeremy says Paige is a legend. Also says Jones and Sykes are replacing for the All-Star game. Yep, I was just about to get into that because we're about to get into news around the dub. So players of the week for this past week in the WNBA, they gave it to Sabrina Ionescu and they gave it to AT. So I got to pull this up on my phone because I can't see. Eastern Conference, Sabrina had 19. She averaged 19.8 points, 6.3 rebounds, 6 assists. AT averaged 17.7 points, 8.3 rebounds, 10 assists. Honestly, I thought Angel had a really good chance of being Eastern Player of the Week for the 2nd time in a row because nothing's changed. She's doing the same thing. She's, even gotten a little bit better. It's the record. I'm not sure. They did lose a couple of games, so maybe that's why they gave it to Sabrina over Angel. But Angel, I think, was deserving of getting that award. Oh, now they got Sanaya. Where's Marina? I wonder if Marina's like right there. So shout out to the players of the week. Where's my little applause? All right. And then some news that popped up. We got to see what the Portland Fire's logo and just their aesthetics is going to be. So this is what Portland Fire is going to look like. That's way different than it was the last time they had Portland Fire. I was meaning to look it up and show you the difference between what it looks like now and what it looked like then, but I didn't have time to do that. So that is what the Portland Fire logo is going to look like. There's a rose in the middle, and then they kind of break it down a little bit. Logo just for the P for Portland. There's a regular logo, Portland Fire. Oh, the stream is over for orange carpet. The rose there. And then there's another version of Portland Fire's logo there. And then you can see right there, there's the rose with the fire in it for Portland Fire. I don't know what the rose represents for Portland. I'm not really sure about that. Jonathan says that logo is fire. Jeremy says, or did I say Jeremy or Jonathan? Jonathan says that logo is fire. Jeremy says, Jay, what role player are you excited to see during the All-Star game? I mean, I don't know about role player, but wherever Asia Wilson and Angel Reese are, that's where I am. So I'm excited to see them. I don't know what you mean by role player, like maybe somebody that's unexpected. I don't know. I wonder who's going to be, Arike's not in the game this year. Or if, Stewie or Asia's going to have a breakout game and they get the MVP. We know that I think that's the next slide of who's going to be there. Let me see. Let me get to it. But to answer your question, I'm looking forward to seeing Asia and Angel on the floor. I wish they could have been on the same team. Speaking of Angel, the records just don't stop. Angel Reese becomes the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 40 double-doubles in only 54 games. Shout out Angel. Every day she's breaking a record, it seems like. Shout out to Angel for that. And then the All-Star game. So we're talking All-Star. If you just joined, what's up, y'all? Thumbs up, double tap the screen, click on the thumb, wherever, however you hear me. If you are joined watching this, go ahead and give me the sub. That'll be great. If you're watching this on the replay, also do the same thing. Understand this show is a little chaotic. Like I said, I have stud buds on my phone. They're streaming live at the event at All-Star right now. I had the orange carpet on the TV, so I was a little distracted in the beginning because I'm trying to see what Asia's doing, what Angel's doing, what the stud buds are doing. Now everything is kind of calmed down. So the All-Star weekend is officially on. It starts the festivities. They have something tonight that the players and everybody are going to, and then the official activities start tomorrow with the skills challenge and the 3-point contest. So for the skills challenge, we have Natasha Cloud, Skylar Diggins, Alicia Gray, Erica Wheeler, and Courtney Williams. So they will be participating in the skills challenge. If you remember last year, Alicia Gray won the skills challenge. So she is going to see if she can repeat that, as well as the 3-point contest. Alicia Gray won that. She was the first person in history to win both. But in the contest, we have Sony Citron. Also, you got Sabrina coming back to see if she can take her crown or keep her crown, because I think she still holds the record for the most threes on the WNBA and NBA side. And Kelsey Plum. We did get news that Cece is not playing or participating in the skills challenge or the game. She re-injured her groin the last game I think they had. She says she just needs her body to rest, so she's not going to be participating, but she will be in attendance for those of you that want to see her. I'm sure she'll be everywhere that, they can have her, especially since she's not participating or playing in anything. They say who's the replacement, if they have a replacement. As far as the 3-point contest goes, I'm assuming since they added Kayla McBride, maybe she might want to join. I'm not really sure. Hey, Tulip, what's going on? Welcome in. But we did get word that since we have Satu Sabali, we have Caitlin Clark out, we got Ryan Howard out, we needed some replacements. So for Team Clark, we got Brianna Jones joining Team Clark. She's replacing Satu. We also have Slim. Slim finally got her chance. People were upset because Kayla McBride had got the nod to come in as a replacement, and people were saying, what about Slim? So Slim got her chance to come. She's replacing Brittany Sykes. She's replacing Cece on Team Clark. I didn't get a picture, but we know Kayla McBride got named earlier as a replacement, I want to say, for Ryan Howard. So we got those three. Wait, who did she replace? I think it was Ryan Howard. Because that's for our team. I'm going Team Fee. Even though they girl Slim on Team Clark and Asia's on Team Clark, I got to go for Fee because Angel's on that team, and I wanted Asia on Team Fee. So I can't cheer for Team Clark. I can't. So Team Fee is getting my vote. But so yeah, we got those people that's in it. Here is hold on. Let me see what y'all been saying. Tulip says, just finished watching the Orange Carpet Show. Me too. Tulip says, it's okay, Azare, you're top 25 All-Star in my eyes. Sorry they snubbed you, Slim. Jonathan says that's because they were keeping her in the game, trying to get another triple-double against the Sun, and she came back too early, possibly. I did hear that. Happy for Slim and Bree. They deserved it too. Team Fee has all the dogs. Yep, all the dogs and all the crash outs. I'm super excited. Super excited for it. And then what I got next? Here is an event calendar to let us know what is going on when tomorrow and Saturday. So we have the 3-point contest, which is going to be first. It is going to be on ESPN. All this is, well, Friday is on ESPN, Saturday is on ABC. So Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, that's my time, Central, we'll have the 3-point contest first. And it says both of them says 8. So why do they have them on here? That's crazy. Both of them, it's 8. So I don't know if it's 3-point is usually last. They usually do the skills challenge first. So at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, the skills challenge at 3-point contest will happen on ESPN. And then on Saturday on ABC at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Central will be the all-star game. So hopefully everybody can be there to check it out. I will be live streaming on Cess's platform, but you can see me right here at the JSpot Network because we will be streaming simultaneously. We will be streaming during the skills challenge and the 3-point on Friday, and then we will be back to stream live commentary for the all-star game. So this is what we do. Whenever there's some kind of events, draft, special games, special events, me and Sess all will link up to, go ahead and give our commentary because y'all love it so much. Tulip says skills should be first tomorrow. 3-point is the main event. Yeah, I corrected myself. Tulip says my prediction, skills is Alicia, 3-point is Saab, all-star game, team Fee. Okay, I like that. Tulip says hit that like button, y'all, please. Yes, hit that like button, please, and thank you. I think is that all I have for the news? Are we getting into some fashions? Let me see. Yep. Now it is time for the fit check. So let's get into some looks from last week. So this is Gabby Williams. I like this little fit. I kind of like the way she's dresses. I've seen her a few times, and I've always liked what she has on. It's like streetwear, just tomboyish, quote unquote, enough. It looks comfortable. Her shoe game is always tight. I really like what she has on. That's Gabby from the Seattle Storm, if y'all don't know who that is. Then we got my girl Nice. Shout out to Anissa Morrow. I knew she was going to come and eat this season with the looks. This is just an all black number. I don't know if y'all can see. Y'all probably can't from this picture, but Anissa Morrow probably has the most insane abs I think I've ever seen outside of somebody who is not a bodybuilder. Like, it's crazy. It is crazy the way her freaking abs are. But nice little outfit, all black. And then she has that purse with the little, what they call those things, little boo-boos or something like that. Who's next? Then we got Ray Burrell. This is just a simple little outfit, but I enjoy, hold on, I gotta fix this. I enjoy what Ray Burrell brings most of the time that I see. So that's a cute little look. Ray Burrell from the Los Angeles Sparks. Then we got Tip Hayes. Tip is always different. Is always. Hold on. What are you doing? Go sit down. You gotta lay down, bud. Lay down. Lay. Sorry, I had to take care of the doggy. Tip Hayes is always baggy, but it's cute. Like, I like this number. It feels like it's too much on, but I kind of like this. I like the kind of, what do they call that? When it's all the same colors, monochromatic. Is that what they call it? When it's kind of all the same colors. I kind of like that. The jacket, and then you have a lighter version of what a brown is, goes and tan. I think it's cute. Jeremy says, I love Gabby. Tulip says she's a big girl too, niece. So to have abs like that is super impressive, all muscles. Well, big girl as in what? Big girl as in tall? Because she's not, she gives the illusion that she's big, but she's not that big. Like, if you see her in person, she's like, not in person. I've seen videos on her TikTok. The girl is actually skinny. So I don't know what you mean by big. She appears to look stocky, but she's not really. It's kind of an illusion looking at her. But then we have Angel Reese looking like somebody's rich auntie. Come here. In her all black. I think this was, don't get me the line, something Chanel. I think she says she's really into old school Hollywood. So she's kind of been dressing like, those Hollywood starlets. Tulip says no, she's wide hipped and stocky. That's what I mean, but ripped at the same time. I get what you're saying, but I think I also thought she was stocky, but she's not. She's really not. There was one picture she posted, and I think she was wearing, I don't know if it was a bodysuit or something, where I was like, I didn't know she was this little. Like, I didn't realize she was as thin. Like, it's, she's muscle. She's not skinny like skin and bones, but she is not as I don't know, thick as I thought she was. Like, she literally is like a small person, a small body. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Angel serve wait. Angel serve tea with her fashion. Tulip says, I call her, what is that? Hibitty Barbie, for that one with the headscarf on. I mispronounced that. She's looking mighty fine. Hold on one second, y'all. I got to take my dog outside or else he's going to go on my floor. Un momento. I'll be right back. And we're back. We're back. All right. Next up, we have, Angel Reese again. This time, this is my outfit. Like, this is something I could get into. I love like the little, I don't know what you call it, when they feminize like what they quote unquote boyish look, the oversized jeans, the jacket. But she, dresses it up with her own, I don't want to say little, her own, what do you call those accessories and that she has on? Looks like the little halter top or little bralette or whatever. I think it's cute. And she put jeans with it instead of like, Tim's or some kind of other shoes. So I like this look. Pretty good. Tulip said it's an Arabic word of endearment. That's why I don't want to say it wrong, because I don't want to be saying nothing wrong in nobody else's language. I don't want to seem disrespectful, so I apologize if I said it wrong. But there's Angel. That's probably, I like that look this week, sure. Then who do we have? We got, Asia. Look at that freaking arm. We talked about Asia's arms already, right? We did that last week. She came through. It was throwback night at the Aces Arena. So she came through with the Cynthia Cooper. That's a jersey dress. The Houston Comets is already a throwback as it is. And then you come through with Cynthia Cooper, and she got on probably Bam's do-rag. But not for nothing, if y'all recall, back in the day, Asia used to wear do-rags all the time for her tunnel fits. I think this was back in like 2020, 2021, somewhere around then. That's what she used to wear all the time. So she's throwing back to the times where she used to wear the do-rags, but she also has the Cynthia Cooper jersey dress as well. So I thought that was pretty dope. Then we have Skylar. Skylar looks like she owns everything. Every single time, she looks like you do not look her in the eye. You don't speak to her too much. You just say hi and you keep it moving because she ain't got time. That's what it looks like. She has money to be made. She looks regal all the time and just looks super important. So even though that's just a simple, black kind of like power suit, it's still like it. She works it. Then we have I put this in there because if Marina has not gotten the black girlfriend upgrade, I don't know what you call this at all. This fit right here is I love it. I ain't never seen Marina wear nothing like this. Like she done dyed her hair. She coming to these tunnels dressed to impress, y'all. Like this outfit here, I love it. Again, I love like a baggy pant that they dress up. So she wearing the heels. She got the I don't know if they're black or some kind of just dark color baggy pants. She got just the button-up shirt, but it's tied up at the belly, the sunglasses, the purse. Come on, Marina. We already know. She looking good, feeling good. I had to put her in there. I had to. KP, I like this little outfit. This is cute. I love like the jacket. It looks like she's wearing Dickies. I don't know if that's what it is that she's wearing, but that's what it looks like to me. And then she's giving us a little midriff. I like the little outfit. Some of the stuff that Kelsey wears, I don't really particularly like on her. She has very wide shoulders. So sometimes to me, some of the clothes don't look that appealing on her. Some of the things that she wears, but she's still a beautiful lady. You know what I'm saying? So just her having, I don't know. I just think that was a dope outfit. That's something I would wear. Then we got Aaliyah Edwards again. Like they're going back to the 90s because if y'all, I don't know how many of y'all know about the 90s or from the 90s. I know nowadays anything from the 90s is supposed to be super old school, and that's literally that's literally my era. But the midriff, the baggy pants, the sneakers, also wearing a do-rag. This is like, had I had a body like that, I would probably wear a t-shirt versus a midriff, but this is dope. This is dope. I like it. Aaliyah Edwards from Washington Sticks. Then we have Olivia Nelson-Adota from Connecticut. She always, I don't know if this is part of her line, but she does have a clothing line out. So she's been wearing a lot of pieces from that. Same thing with Tip. We know from last season, Tip has her own clothing line where she wears most of that stuff she wears. Tulip says you slid Marina in there. I did. Also I see Lily in LA one day. She loves Kobe and always rocks purple and gold. Yep, she does. I think the stud buds have now gotten back. Yeah, they went back to Dejanay's room now. Then we have Rickea Jackson. I can't have a fit check without having Rickea Jackson. Rickea Jackson, this was a cute outfit. I think those are Chanel boots or something. Some kind of like Chanel rain boots, which is crazy. But that outfit, Rickea, I don't think I've seen her wear anything bad. Everything has been A1 to me. It's always a tie to me between Angel and Rickea, usually about the fashions. This season, I would give it more to Rickea just because it's a little bit more edgy. And like I said, Angel's been doing a lot of old Hollywood. That's just not my style, but it works for her. It's a good look on her for sure. But if I'm just talking about personal preference, I like Rakia, some of the stuff Rakia's been wearing, but what the things that Angel wears that I like, ooh, they're top tier, top tier. Okay, Dejanay, let's look at Dejanay. Look at her outfit. Oh, I guess she didn't want them to show her. She ain't got no shoes on. Stud Buzz is still going 72-hour 72-hour stream, but that's Dejanay. It must be a black and white theme. She got black and white on. Stud Buzz got black and white on. And then Niece again. So y'all can see a little bit her freaking abs. It's hard to tell through the little strings, but like don't think those strings are an illusion of the abs are there. Like that you think is a muscle popping out. Those are muscles. She got a six pack, almost an 8-pack. That girl's pure muscle right there, like crazy. I wish they would have showed the whole outfit, but her hair eats. I really like that. And I got one more. Who I got? Oh, Kiki. This was Kiki. Simple little number. I like it. The skirt, the boots, the jacket, the top to match the skirt. Kiki Iriafen from Washington Mystics. And yeah. That's it. Rakia never misses. Tulip says you got to do an orange carpet. Oh, yeah. I am going to do an orange carpet ranking. I might do it during All-Star, one of the All-Star streams I do to Friday or Saturday. But I'm going to gather all the pictures together. And yeah, I'm going to definitely go through and rank. I don't want to say rank. Maybe rank. I'll show them. I'll give my opinions, and then I'll give my favorite for sure. My favorite outfit. I'm definitely going to put that out there. One more thing I forgot to do when I did my recap of the scores. I always like to show the standings. We are right now nearly midway through the season. It's the All-Star break, right? All the teams are on break until I don't know when the next games will be played. Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. I know Chicago plays Tuesday. Let me see. Yes, games resume back on Tuesday, where we got 5 games on 6:30, 7, 9, and 9. Great. We're stacking the games all on top of each other again. That's awesome. Thanks, Kathy. Jeremy says my African queen, Kiki, excuse me, Kiki, always representing with the elegance. So we're going to check out the standings as we sit in the midway point of the season, or nearly midway, because we still have some teams have a couple of other games to play before they reach the truly middle of the season. So sitting atop, they haven't moved. Minnesota is 20-4, first team to win 20 games. Sitting firmly at number 1. New York is, excuse me, 3.5 games back from Minnesota. New York did get the number 2 spot back from Phoenix, because if you remember last week we talked about standings. Phoenix was number 2, but although they have the same number of wins, Phoenix has one more loss than New York, so that puts New York at number 2. Phoenix is at number 3 at 15-7. New York and Phoenix are exactly a half game apart, meaning one win. If Phoenix wins one, then they will get they will be tied back into the second spot. Seattle Storm coming in at 4, 14-9. Atlanta Dream coming in at 5. They are 13-9. Indiana Fever sitting at number 6 at 12-11. Washington Mystics at number 7 at 11-11. And Vegas Aces sitting at number 8. Technically the last playoff spot. Playoffs were to start right now. Vegas will have the last spot. They will be going against Minnesota, which would be interesting. Unless they split it East and West. I'm not really sure how they're going to do it this season. But Vegas has the last spot, which is crazy. Also sitting at 11-11, just at 500. And then all the other teams are under 500. We got Golden State Valks sitting at number 9 at 10 and 12. The Sparks, with their win and Chicago losing, that bumped them into number 10. So they number 10 from Chicago Sky. They're at 8-14. And then Chicago Sky, with their loss to Atlanta and Minnesota, dropped them down to 11. They are 7-15. Dallas Wings, they are 6-17 at number 12. And then in last place, Connecticut Sun, 3-19. So if you're looking at out of playoff contention, Golden State Valkyries are right there. They're one game out of the number 8 spot. The Los Angeles Sparks are 3 games. And this is just when games is either losses or wins. So it all depends on what the other teams do. So Golden State could win 2 games, because one game is actually 2 physical games. So if they won 2 games, they would be tied with Vegas. But then we got to take into account what Vegas would do. So if Vegas also won 2 games, then Golden State is still behind Vegas. If Vegas lost 1 game or lost both, then they would switch positions. So it's all very technical. It's something I used to study. I used to study back in the day when the Sparks were playing back in 98, 99, 2000, when we were going for our championship. And so I used to just literally study how many games we had to play or who we had to beat and who had to lose for us to make the playoffs or stay number 1. I think we were number 1 seed, if I can remember, back in the day when we won our championship. I can't remember, but we stayed in the top. Well, it wasn't that many teams back then either, but we stayed in the top, probably half of teams then. But anyway, I'm just a nerd, standings like that, the games in front of and behind. So if I lost y'all, my bad. I'm a nerd for numbers. But anyway, with Dallas, I say Dallas, I don't know about Connecticut. Connecticut is 16 games behind Minnesota, but they're only, 3.5 games away from Dallas and 4 games away from Chicago. Anything could happen as far as the bottom teams go. And then when you look at Chicago is only, it's a lot. 4 games away from being out of the 8th spot, but anything could happen this second quarter. If you get some teams that starts losing and they get a streak of losing and Chicago gets a streak of winning, they can very well make it into the playoffs. It depends. I mean, think about what happened last season. Indiana was teetering in and out of the 8th spot, and then they had a really good second half, and they end up being in the playoffs. Washington was right there. Chicago was right there. Atlanta was right there, and they happened to made it in, even though they look like they might be out of it. So I'm sorry. I didn't know I didn't have it on. I didn't see the comment go. But I was looking at the screen, not at what I was showing you guys. My bad. But they could be very well in it. And so there y'all have it on the screen now. I'll go through it one more time. Minnesota's at 1, 20-4. New York is at 2, 15-6. Mercury is at 3, 15-7. Seattle's at 4, 14-9. Atlanta's at 5, 13-9. Indiana is at 6, 12-11. Washington is at 7 at 11-11, tied with Aces at 8. The reason why is because Mystics probably has the tiebreaker between those two. Golden State Valks are at 9 with 10 and 12. Sparks at 8 and 14 are 10. Chicago Sky sitting at 11 at 7 and 15. Dallas Wings at 12 at 6 and 17. And Connecticut Sun at 13, 3 and 9. So sorry about that. I didn't have that on the screen. I thought I did. Jeremy says, we got to play better, though. I'm still upset that we waived Peely. Yeah, that was crazy. That was some crazy news and unexpected. Tulip says, when you say R for LA, it brings happy tears to my eyes. Why? Why does it bring happy tears to your eyes? Aces was number 1 in 2021, 22, and 23. Yeah, they were. I was talking about the Sparks. Connecticut are cooked. The sun has set. It's a wrap, which is good for us. It's kind of good for us because we owned Connecticut's pick. So if Connecticut stays at the number 13 spot, they are a lottery pick. Well, anywhere in the bottom 4, they are a lottery pick, and we get their pick. Doesn't matter about our pick. It's Chicago. Jeff gave that away. So we don't have, if we get a lottery pick, we don't get that pick because we have to give it to Minnesota. I think, right? Yeah, Minnesota has our pick. But we get Connecticut's pick. So not the best decision, but at least we do have a pick from Connecticut. So all is not lost unless he gives that away too. So we shall see. Tulip says Indiana had 3 All-Stars. The Sun have none. It's different. It is different. If Marina comes back, you got Marina, Tina Charles. Sanaya is playing well. Nice could be having some big games. You got JC Sheldon there. I mean, anything's possible. I'm not saying they will, but anything is possible. Miss D says that's crazy how the standings work. The Sun Wings still in the hunt. It can be. I mean, did y'all, Washington was what? Wasn't it 0-20 or something like that? Something crazy? I can't remember. Was it 0-12 or 0-20? Let me look. Let me find them. Washington. Sorry. Because I don't want to lie to y'all. Washington last year. Let me see. Nope, I lied. 0-12. They were 0-12, not 0-21. Crazy, I said that. 0-12. And where's Connecticut? Connecticut is 3-19. Let me see. Did Washington ever 3-19? 6. No. When they had lost 19 games, they had won 6. So I guess Connecticut is a little worse than what Washington was last season. But again, anything could change. If they don't get good guard play, the Sky are cooked. Tulip says, yes, can't believe they didn't waive Kia and get Sims. They can't waive Kia. They will have to trade. The only people they waive are the rookies. And then the ones that's on a rookie contract. I think something going on with Odyssey. I think so too. Like she was out for personal reasons. I remember when LA played right before she got dropped. When they played, LA played Chicago, and the camera showed Angel and Odyssey talking, and they were talking for a minute, and then Angel said, "I'll be praying for you." So something more than what we know or think is going on with Odyssey. So maybe she wasn't available. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to trust that Jeff tried, but maybe she's not available. Tulip says, I hope she's okay. No, they could have waived her. She's non-guaranteed. Is she? I believe you. Yeah, on the 13th, the deadline was on the 13th. So the deadline is over for that. For sure. And then the upcoming games after the All-Star break, we have Tuesday, we have the Sparks taking on the Washington Mystics. That's going to be at 6:30 Central. It's going to be on League Pass and ESPN3. Then you have Indiana Fever taking on New York again. A rematch is going to be on ESPN. That's going to be at 7 o'clock Central. And then Chicago Sky, like I said, is going to take on Minnesota Lynx. This is going to be at 7 p.m. Central on League Pass and ESPN3. And then Atlanta Dream is going to take on the Aces. This will be 1 o'clock Central. That one will be on ESPN. And then the final game of the night is going to be Dallas Wings versus Seattle Storm, which will also be on at 9 o'clock. That's going to be on League Pass and ESPN3. So the first official kind of half of the season has come and it's time for this second half, man. Like, put up or shut. This is the time where we got to make a playoff run. Whatever team you follow, whatever team you're with, this is the time where playoff contention starts. The records mean things. What did I just do? There we go. Records mean things. Tiebreakers mean things, because now we got series. Now we got first round is going to be 3 games, best of 3. So you win 2, you're good. Second round is going to be best of 5, and then your finals is going to be a best of 7. So playing these teams multiple times could determine how things are gonna go. But if we remember 2023, when Aces had that great season where they only lost 6 games, 3 of those times, 2 of those times they lost to New York. Technically, they lost to New York in the Commissioner's Cup, but that didn't count. But 3 times that year, they lost to New York. That was the only team that they had lost to more than once. And then they go to the finals and just run through New York. The odds weren't good, because they was like, look, we got New York in the finals. This is the only team that has beaten us multiple times. They beat them back to back, as a matter of fact. I think they played, if I remember correctly, I think they played before Commissioner's Cup, and then the next game was Commissioner's Cup. They lost both of those. Or they played Commissioner's Cup, lost that, and then they played New York after Commissioner's Cup right after that, and they lost that. Somewhere in between that, they lost back to New York. So it was kind of nerve-wracking for me, for them to be in the finals, trying to beat New York, because that was the only team, like I said, that had beat them that year more than once. And so watching that first game and seeing the way that the Aces came out punching, New York ain't have nothing for them. So I just knew New York was going to come in second game and kill it, and they didn't. Vegas did than they did the first game. Probably the best I've seen them play. And then we went to New York. That's when everybody got hurt. New York killed us near the end. We could have won that game. We could have won that first game in New York, but Chelsea went down hurt. And then the next day we find out Kia is in a boot. We didn't know it at the time, but Asia was also hurt. So that was crazy, but we ended up winning game 4, and the rest is history. But when you play these series during the regular season, they mean something. So it's gonna be exciting. I want to see who's gonna make it in, who's gonna play during these playoffs, who is gonna make it to the finals. Is gonna be exciting. So I'm always rooting for my Aces and my Chicago Sky. We'll see how far they get. I really think, honestly, I'm looking at, I think Minnesota may end up getting a chip this season. I think that German, obviously they have such a big lead over everybody. We know they can win. They have proven to everybody that, they know how to win. They know how to make adjustments and take over games. So I think it's in them. They came so close last season. I think it's in them to win. I don't know if New York will will repeat. Not saying that they won't. I don't know if they will, But you never know. We'll see what the second half of the season looks like. If New York really turns it up, they get JJ back, right? They might just take over. Next thing we know, it's a battle between Minnesota and New York again for the number one spot. So going to be very interesting, super cool, and I'm excited for this second half of the season. Tulip says Wings and Sun are out of contention in my opinion. Others can battle. Wings and Sun, yeah, you might be right because they have a lot of injuries. I mean, I'm worried about Chicago and our injuries because we already have injuries that we're dealing with. I don't know how long Ariel's going to be out. Angel has a leg thing going on. I don't know how pestering that is. We don't have a true point guard. Sloot is out for the season. So I don't know. We're going to have to really turn it up the second half of the season if we want to have a chance. But I mean, there is still a chance. Tulip says, if healthy, I'm sticking by my January prediction of the Liberty. Okay. JJ is the X factor the Lynx cannot handle. Yeah, the Lynx seem to have problem with post players in general, like because they just don't have a big lineup. So most post dominant teams can get through Minnesota. Thing that makes Minnesota dangerous is that they're normally efficient and they got shooters. So they're worth more than twos and they can shoot their way out of situations. So yeah, it's going to be exciting to see. SC Bread, what is it with these early WNBA schedule? Who watches 11 and noon games? I do, but they are camp games. They're for the kids. That's something they've been doing. Every team does it. It's something for the kids so they can get out and watch the games. Tulip says, yeah, camp day for kids. Yeah. I kind of like it because I can watch it at work. It's early enough before I really start to get to work and I don't have to worry about the game all day. I can just see it and go about my day. So I don't mind it. They do, Jay. That's why they lost to the Liberty. Who do? What are we talking about? Are we talking about they struggle against post-dominant teams? Is that what you're talking about? Tulip says, it's a good time for me across the pond. What you mean? What time is it? But yes, join me tomorrow, guys. Thank y'all for hanging with me. I know a lot of things were going on. Stud Buds are doing a 72-hour stream. They're just hanging around in their hotel room, I guess, until the festivities start tonight. I thought there was like an event. It was just dressed up to go to this this orange carpet and then go back to the room. I thought they were going to be doing some stuff. Oh, it's a good time for you for early games. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Miss D says, yes, Lynx struggle with big teams. Yeah. But join me tomorrow for Skills Challenge 3-point contest. I will be streaming with Sess Talk Sports. You can find me right here, though. I'll be on her stream, but I'll be streaming it from my platform as well. Same thing on Saturday. I would definitely get the looks from the orange carpet. And I probably, because, they show up dressed up for the game too. So I think I might wait to see what they show up to the game with and then get all the pictures together and then I'll go through them. I might wait for that. So we'll see. We'll see. But I appreciate y'all for hanging with me. Thank you so much. Thanks to the chat. Those of you that are watching later, part of the replay gang, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. What else is going on? I think that's it. I don't have any other news or announcements. Thank y'all for hanging with me when I do my random lives. We had y'all cracked me up. My chat was popping. Which one was that? Dubs in the chat when both the Aces and Chicago won. And somehow we got on the topic of Tyler and y'all, the chat went in. The chat was going in. I felt like I was fighting for my life. But y'all, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for hanging with me as always, even through my randomness. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Let's have a good All-Star weekend. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.